Hey guys, Carl the Trainer here, Pureform PFT, going over your nutrition plan and how we want you a simple way to make your meal for the day, and how we kind of want you to go about it as easy as possible. Okay. So I have chosen from the paperwork that you got in the email that you got. I have chosen the 175-pound person who wants to lose some weight and get buff and be awesome. Okay, if you break down the macronutrients, that is 150 grams of protein, 61 grams of fat, and 125 grams of carbs. Now I put the carbs in a red number, not because they're bad necessarily, but because we are going to be subtracting whatever carbs we have in our proteins and fats from our total carbs we're going to fill up in the end. So we're going to start with protein. So I took a couple really quick and simple choices just because they're easier to compute. So if you take 150 grams of protein, you get 25 ounces of chicken breast. Okay, pretty simple. That's just protein. There's very, very, very little fat and zero carbs. So you don't have to subtract anything from that. All right, guys, wait a minute. I know 25 ounces of chicken is a lot for a 175-pound person. All right, that's a lot of chicken to eat all in one day. It's going to take you time to get used to eating that much protein in one day. We don't need enough. We're used to eating all of our calories through carbs. So changing to eating protein is going to be different. All right, it's going to be different, but that's how we change. That's why this is a challenge. Until you get used to that, you can substitute a protein shake, a 7.2 protein shake that has 21 grams of protein in there without extra fat and sugar. All right, there's only a couple grams of sugar. So again, if you get the protein shake, you want to subtract your 3 grams of carbohydrates from that, or 3 or 6 grams, I can't remember what it is. But the 7.2 shake is our recommended substitute because it doesn't have the inflammatory factors of the whey protein. All right, continue on. To get our fat numbers at 61 grams, that's 3 medium avocados. Okay, so that's actually going to be 63 grams of fat, but it's close enough. All right, so you got 3 medium avocados, and in those 3 medium avocados, there is 36 grams of sugar. So what we want to do is we go protein, subtract any fat from the protein from the fat number, and then any carbohydrates, we want to subtract that from the carbohydrate number. So we have your carbs here at 125, you subtract that 36 grams of carbs in the avocados from your 125, gives you 89 grams of carbohydrates for your day, okay? In that, you have 1 medium banana and 12.5 ounces of sweet potato. All right, guys, so that's your day. The easiest way that we want you to do this for your 6 weeks is to set up each day at a time. I don't want you guys to get fancy and do a different meal every day, because that's going to be too much work. Okay, down the road, once you've learned and trained your body to eat real food like this, then you can go ahead and do a separate meal 5 times a day, and that's fine. You'll learn how to do it. Right now, for the 6-week challenge, we want you guys, simplicity-wise, to do it this way. Okay, this is a challenge. This is the opportunity for you to really change your body in the 6 weeks. The best of your ability is going to be with a little bit of strict eating. Okay. Now, what we have here is you have your numbers up here. All I want you to do is to put it into 3 separate boxes. So you have a box of chicken, a box of protein, a box of fat, and a box of carbs. And what I want you to do, rather than separate that, divvy that out into 5 separate boxes. Now you can if you want. However, the easiest thing to do, put in a big old box, and every 3 or 4 hours you take a couple bites. You have a little mini meal of that. You have, a bite of this, a bite of this, a bite of that. 2 bites of protein, 1 bite of fat, and 1 bite of carbohydrates, or 2 bites of carbohydrates, depending upon how big it is, okay? So see, that's the idea. You don't have to separate it. What you can do is you can get all these things and separate it into 5 even containers, or 4 even containers. But simplicity nature, you just eat it straight out of the box. Okay, now, this challenge consists of intermittent fasting. Okay, so what I want you to do with the intermittent fasting is you don't eat for the first 8 hours of your day. So if you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you don't eat until 12 o'clock noon. All right, that's the idea. You don't eat till 12 noon. But if you work graveyard shift, you can eat it if you're going to bed at 4. You get what I'm saying? So you want 16 hours of a fasted state and only 8 hours of eating. Now, in your paperwork, there's a lot of benefits to that. You can go to the website and check out, the documentation behind all the benefits of that. However, that is the challenge for this. We have the first 2 weeks is Tuesday, Thursday fasting. The second 2 weeks of phase 2 of the system is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday fasting. Then I want you guys to go on phase 3. If you're up for it, if you really want to see that change, is to have intermittent fasting Monday through Friday. Okay? Now, here's the thing. This is going to be strict for some of you. Some of you it's going to be difficult. So what I want you guys to do is have one cheat meal post-workout on Saturday or Sunday. So if you work out Saturday morning, you can have a cheat meal. Don't go stupid crazy, but have a cheat meal, okay? Sunday, if you work out on Sunday, have your cheat meal on Sunday. All right? So one thing, have a beer, whatever, do your thing, have your cheat meal, your designated cheat meal. Now, that's pretty much it, guys. It's pretty simple. Now you're gonna find that salmon is gonna be a tough one because there's a lot of fat in the salmon, so you wanna be careful with your protein sources. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Protein, then fat, subtract any carbohydrates in your protein and fat from the carb number here and fill it up. All right, guys, have fun, be awesome, and we'll see you after 6 weeks.